Hello everybody, this is Mateo, and we are in Vermilion City, which is a part of Kanto, by the way, on Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. You could cut down the tree, or you could just surf around it, whichever. I didn't actually think of surfing around it, because I'm not used to having surf at this point. By the way, I am now carrying Scyther around, because a lot of the wild Pokemon in this area are very, very weak, and False Swipe will help with that, because it'll automatically leave them with 1 HP. So I switched Umbreon in for Scyther. He's also holding the Metal Coat because he's one of the 2 Pokemon that will evolve by trading with Metal Coat, and I'll also eventually teach him Thief, so that I could steal Metal Coats and King's Rocks off of other Pokemon. For instance, you can steal a Metal Coat off of Magnemite, and that's where I'm going to get a second Metal Coat to evolve Onix. However, just like in the Kanto games, we have gyms to go through. Yep, that's right, we are not done with the whole gym trainer thing. We now need to get the 8 badges of the Kanto region, and they've upped their game from the last game. They've upped their abilities, even though abilities weren't created yet. Basically, higher leveled Pokemon, evolved Pokemon. Even Brock, the very first gym leader of the last game, has like level 50 Pokemon. They're up to par with the champion, that isn't me, Lance, and the Elite Four. And they still use the same types and stuff. And Dragonite's level 56, nice. And the gyms are also pretty much the same. I mean, this one still has trash cans all over the place. But the switches were turned off for some reason. I'm guessing that they thought that the puzzle was annoying or something. Either way, the security system isn't on. We're just getting attacked by trainers randomly. And Magneton might not be the best choice for this. Oh well. So Scyther is now a permanent member of my team instead of Umbreon, so I'm sorry for all of you who enjoyed Umbreon's presence. I really didn't use Umbreon that much. I'm not very much of a defensive player. I just liked Umbreon, but Scyther is better, even though I'm not going to use him quite yet because he's only level 26. He'll be used eventually, though, once I can train him up. Which won't be for a short while. I forget when I start using him, but it won't be for a little while. So yeah, electric Pokemon. These people, the trainers in this area generally don't use Pokemon from Johto either. They tend to stick to the Kanto Pokemon, especially the gyms. Don't really use the Johto Pokemon at all. So we're going to see quite a bit of Kanto Pokemon in this area, and there are also many Pokemon that we still have to catch in this region of Kanto. Anyways, this is the 3rd gym trainer. That's what I was looking for. And he has Pikachu, so lots of double teams and eventually hit him. Oh, no, we're faster, okay. So yeah. Basically, these NPCs have been sitting around here for 3 years, ever since being beaten by Red, to be able to battle you now. And Flaffy, as I said, not very many Johto Pokemon, however there are some. And the gym leaders tend to stray away from Johto Pokemon as well. So, next up we can fight Lieutenant Surge. Yeah, we're already fighting the very first gym leader, which is awesome. Very first video in Kanto, and this is what we're doing. So, yeah. We're not going to spend nearly as much time in Kanto as we did in Johto, though, as well. So, yeah. Here we go. Stuff's happening in real life. Okay, I have no idea how this is going to sync up. Hopefully it works out just fine. If anything, I'll be like a second off, so I could very well be telling the future, or I could be slow. Anyways, we are fighting Lieutenant Surge now, the first, well, technically 3rd gym leader of Kanto. However, he's the first that we can fight in the new games, being this one right here, Crystal, and of course Thunderwave. Either way, this is Raichu. It's level 44, so again, pretty up to par with the Elite Four and leader champion. That's what I was looking for. And next up is Electrode, one of the fastest Pokemon in the game, so it could very well outspeed me. Well, it definitely can if I'm paralyzed, but we're switching into Hypno. And Hypno Psychic is extremely powerful, and it has the stab, and oh my god, I hate that sound so much. And defense really doesn't matter, because electric type attacks are special attacks. Oh, so close. Of course, so that's why he used Screech. So, yeah. Wow, okay, no, stop. Ugh. Okay. That was very, very close. No wonder he used Screech. If he had gotten one more off, I would be dead. And he's got his own Magneton, so we're switching into Dragonite, I think? Maybe we're just staying with Hypno? No. We're going into Dragonite, because he has a water type attack and he's not weak to electric attacks. So, Waterfall. Doesn't really look like a water attack, it looks like a normal type attack, but waterfalls are generally made of water. Magneton can double team? Okay, this will be fun then. 20 million, oh never mind, didn't get enough evasion off of that. And we hit him. Now he's down. So, up next is another Electrode, so it's probably going to do the same thing that it did last time. We're going to use Dragonite because he has high HP, high defense, and he's awesome. So, oh wait, no, it's a different type of Electrode. It's a double teaming Electrode, so hopefully we can hit it a second time, and we can. So again, not a threat. Easy, he's down. And he has one last Pokemon, I think? Yeah, one last one. Electabuzz. Electabuzz is a pretty awesome Pokemon. And we're going to send out for Alligator, just because he's my starter and he should have the last battle. Not so much a great idea, because Alligator is weak to Thunder-type attacks. We're going to try Hydro Pump, though, and it misses, of course. And Thunder hits, of course. And now we get to see the number roll down. Yeah, it was a critical hit too. Not fair. So, Hydro Pump goes, and that should be enough to beat it. Yeah, we beat it. Hooray! So that's our very first gym leader of Kanto. It didn't go fantastic, but it went okay. We got our badge, received the Thunder badge, hooray. And yeah. And they don't give you TMs like the Johto gym leaders do for some reason. Anyway, that's the gym leader. And now we can go continue on. That's really the only thing that we have to do in Vermilion for now. To the right there is a sleeping Snorlax, but we'll get that later. We can't right now because we don't have a Poké Flute or anything to wake it up. Apparently we just can't throw an Awakening at it, but whatever. So, quick heal up because we took quite a bit of damage. That was our hardest fight yet. Mainly because I don't have Ground-type Pokemon. Well, I could take some out, but I don't want to have a constantly changing team at this point. Anyways, in Pokemon Yellow, after beating Lieutenant Surge, you could talk to Officer Jenny over here and you could get a Squirtle. I completely forgot that I did stuff like this. So yeah, here we have Squirtle. You can check it out, it's level 10. It's so cute. And yeah. So, and now we're finally trading. So we now have Squirtle over here. Because this is being emulated, I can't actually trade. However, I am showing you how to get them in the actual games and hacking it into the game, so I feel like it's still legitimate. Somewhat. Not nearly as much, but it works. I'm happy with the way I did it. It was the best I could do with my setup. Anyways, Squirtle evolves at level 16 into a pretty cool Pokemon, Wartortle. And he does the whole pelvic thrust thing, even though that's Sudowoodo's thing. Either way, and then Wartortle evolves again at level 36 into an awesome Pokemon, one of my favorites from the first generation, Blastoise. Very powerful water Pokemon, very defensive. He has guns on his back. I don't know how that works, but it does. And he's pretty cool. Next up, we traded Chikorita over from Pokemon Silver. So you can see that. We got Chikorita back in episode 1. or part 1 in Pokemon Silver, and we finally traded it over, and it evolved at level 16, which we got it at level 15, so that was pretty easy. So here we go. Chikorita evolves into Bayleaf at level 16. So that's another Dex entry. And now you will definitely be able to tell if it's off sync. Good job, me. Bayleaf evolves again at level 32 into the final form of the grass starter of Johto. We still have yet to get the grass starter of Kanto. And you might recognize this thing. It's used by a certain Sith Lord, Darth Vader, Meganium. Didn't really expect Darth Vader to be into flowers and all that, but whatever. Next up, we have traded Cyndaquil over from Pokemon Gold, which we also got from Part 1 from Professor Elm in Heart Gold, or not Heart Gold, in regular Gold. So now we have a Cyndaquil, so that's all 3 starters in this game. So we now have all those guys, and we're completing the Pokedex pretty quickly now. And Cyndaquil evolves at level 14, which is strange. It's earlier than others, into Quilava. And he's pretty cool. Cyndaquil's actually the Pokemon that I used the very first time I played Crystal, but I prefer Totodile. And he's got the red eye. He looks evil. Not so much on his front sprite, though. Anyways, at level 36, I think it was, Quilava evolves into Typhlosion, which is pretty cool. He's an awesome looking Pokemon, but not one of my favorites. Next up, we traded something to get something. We traded Graveler to evolve it into a Golem, so here we go. That's a Golem. Unfortunately, I can't show the trading either, because it kind of doesn't exist, and I can't show the evolving because it kind of doesn't exist. You see how this works? I do. And we traded Haunter over so we could get Gengar. So basically it's a lot of trading, since I finally figured out what I was going to do. So there's Gengar, and we traded Kadabra over so we could get this Alakazam right here. Alakazam is a pretty good Pokemon. If you can get it, use it. I prefer Hypno though, just because I'm different. Next up, we are going to give something to somebody and trade it. Of course! We are giving the Metal Coat to Onyx. Scyther still has his. I used Thief to get it. You can find Magnemites north of here, and you can grab those. And we got a Steelix by trading Onyx with the Metal Coat. So yeah, Steelix is a pretty powerful Pokemon if you can trade. Never mind. Cut myself off again. This is going swimmingly. See you next time.